Your Excellency, esteemed dignitaries, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to GITEX 2022, the world's largest technology and startup event. My name is Natasha De Souza. I am a business journalist and a contributing writer for Fortune magazine and the Harvard Business Review, and it gives me incredible pleasure to welcome you today to a landmark edition of GITEX. This year, despite being a tumultuous one for the technology markets around the world, marks a landmark edition for this show. We're set to see a record-breaking number of startups, technology companies, investors, members of the government, members of academia, decision makers and stakeholders from some of the most powerful and dynamic entrepreneurship ecosystems from around the world. You name it, they are here at GITEX this year. Thank you for joining us. A round of applause for all of you for making it today to this first day of the show. Now, this year we're set to see, like I mentioned, a record-breaking number of companies, startups. Would you believe we have over 5,000 technology firms here from over 90 countries, and we're set to see over 100,000 visitors right here at GITEX from over 170 countries. The world is convening here in Dubai, and Dubai is paving the way for where the world goes next. Now, when it comes to innovation, it's fitting that we're right here at GITEX, here in a city that is always setting the tone for what comes next. I've been lucky to call this city home for the better part of 30 years. My family has been here since the early 1970s, and I can say without a doubt, this city is always ready to rise to the challenge, as the last couple of years have shown us. Under the steadfast vision of His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, his clarity of vision, his ferocious and courageous leadership, look where we are today, despite what the last couple of years have done all over the world. We've all emerged stronger, we've learned to be leaner, we've learned to pivot and to innovate faster. And today we're actually going to figure out what are those lessons and insights for us, regardless of which sector or domain we occupy. Where have we come from, and what's next for us? Whether you're in mobility, SaaS, fintech, edtech, you name it, there are going to be lessons and insights discussed right here at the North Star 10X stage, and I will be guiding you through the next 3 days, a rich array of panels, fireside discussions. We have some exemplary unicorn founders here to take you through what they've done in the trenches, building businesses that have taken the world by storm. Now, it gives me great pleasure that our opening session today is headed by a personality who in many ways is the face of technology and how Dubai is shaping that in the future. His Excellency Omar Al-Olama, the Minister of State for Artificial Intelligence, Digital Economy, and Remote Work Applications, will be taking us through a presentation on his insights and perspectives about scaling up in the most innovative and accelerated startup ecosystem. Just last week, he announced the new Dubai Metaverse strategy, envisioning the futuristic city of Dubai and how we're set to be a global hub for Web 3.0. So with your warmest round of applause, let's please welcome His Excellency Omar Al-Olama to the stage. Welcome, Your Excellency.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. It's an absolute pleasure being with all of you here today, and I'm very happy that you're able to take time away from your busy schedules around the world to be with us at GITEX Global. It is a heartwarming sight to see that the whole world is coming to Dubai to shape the future of technology. And it is testament that Dubai has always been and always will be a place where great ideas thrive, great innovators can find the people with the spark in their eyes that will help them achieve their vision, and that it is a place where everyone from around the world can create a dream and achieve global scale as well. I'd like to start by going back in history, because I feel like history is a thing that we can change. And if we understand the history of a region, if we understand the history of a company as well, we will, to a certain degree, understand where the future will take us. 50 years ago, so GITEX is 42 years ago, 42 years old. 50 years ago, the UAE was established. A few years before that, the UAE was a country that was formed out of smaller states. Each one of these states wanted to have global ambitions, and Dubai specifically was one that always punched high over its weight class. It was a city that was global, but is operating from a place in the world that did not really be on the map when it comes to global progress or economy. In the 60s, His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, our current ruler of Dubai and Prime Minister and Vice President of the UAE, went with his father to New York. In a 1-month trip, they went by boat, by airplane, until they arrived in New York to see the tallest tower in the world, the Empire State Building. And there's a picture of them on the Empire State Building where they wanted to see what progress meant. Progress meant a very tall building. Progress meant business that was global. Progress meant that the whole world would look at you for a specific industry. And they came back from New York with a target that Dubai is not only going to be one of the cities of the future, it is going to shape the future from the Middle East. Many people were naysayers. They thought that this is impossible. You had a barren land of tents, small buildings, and probably 2 or 3 story buildings were the highest buildings in Dubai. But that vision that they had did not stop them. Sheikh Rashid came and planted a tent in Jebel Ali, and he said, I want to compete with the New York port to have one of the biggest ports in the world. He would spend hours every single day seeing the dredging of the port, and he would work with people from around the world to make that port come into a reality. That port today is a bigger port than the port in New York. It's the 11th largest port in the world, and the port in New York is the 25th in the world. Empire State Building, which was the tallest tower in the world, today is dwarfed when you look at Burj Khalifa. But it's not just hard infrastructure, it's soft infrastructure as well. People from around the world are flocking to Dubai to achieve their technical visions and to achieve a scale that is unprecedented. Because if you think about it, Dubai is not a city that you come to try to serve its local population. It's a city that you come to get access to 200 nationalities, to get access to cutting-edge infrastructure, to get access to the best time zone in the world, and to serve 7.8 billion people around the world. This competitive advantage cannot be compared with any other place on earth. And with this, we want to ensure that we are able to allow each and every single one of you to become global and to be able to dominate their industry and their sector. I'm here to make a special announcement. This started as a small dream, but with big aspirations. We wanted this to be a startup meetup. We wanted this to be a place where anyone in the world who wanted to scale up would come to meet the right people, would come to rub shoulders, and would come to change the world. And in a very short period of time, it has become one of the most important scale-up, startup, and investor events in the world. Because of that, we want to spin this off as a known standalone event. We're going to call it Expand, and it will be hosted by the Dubai Chamber for Digital Economy. Our conventional trade and our conventional economy was created by souks, was created by ports. Our new economy is going to be created with the digital infrastructure, with the innovators and the ideators from around the world that will not see boundaries, that will see infinite scale through Dubai and through the Chamber. With the Dubai Chamber of Digital Economy, we're going to launch Expand in May of next year. It is going to be the biggest startup, investor, and VC event in the world, hopefully, and in the region. And we're hoping that we're going to see all of you there in Expand. I thank you all for your time. I wish you a very successful event and hope to be able to spend time with you guys in the coming days. Thank you very much.